This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Cheers, Grace Helbig. It has been a million years.
Mamrie Hart, it really has.
A million years since the last Cheers.
I've gone to the future and back.
I mean, that'd be a pretty good book title. A million years since our Cheers.
Oh, I thought you were going to say future and back. I was like, there is Back to the Future.
Oh my God. Then just rearrange the words a little and then you're all good.
A million years since our last Cheers does sound like an Adele song. Though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have
you seen her lately?
She looks great.
She looks great. Is new music coming?
I don't know.
Or does she only do it every 5 years because isn't that how she names her album?
Right, by her age that she writes it. But I thought she did announce that she's got new music coming. Everyone's still heated that Rihanna has not released new music yet.
Well, I think at this point I saw a couple things where she's straight up like trolling people in the comments.
Yeah.
She'll be like, I heard it and it's great.
Oh, really?
I'll release it when I want to.
I heard Tyler and Corey quacking on their podcast about how Rihanna was leading up to some big buildup of like announcing something, and then she just announced that it was her birthday. And then I guess deleted it or something. I know. I kind of love it.
I love Bad Girl Riri. I love that her are we calling them avatars? Or like profile picture on Instagram?
Either one. Avatars.
Did I just sound... You know I've been very Y2K today. I asked Grace earlier if I should start a blog.
You did. Earnestly. And my earnest answer is, yeah, you should.
Yeah, well, we'll get back to that. We'll discuss that more. But her avatar is just a stick figure. It's a stick figure with like a couple like little braids or whatever. It's not even her real photo.
God, all those, the photos of her walking out of restaurants holding her wine glass is like the favorite.
Next level.
Yeah, it's really great. Also, have you seen Stupid Love?
Okay, I haven't actually watched it. I've made jokes about it on Twitter, but I haven't actually watched it.
I watched it yesterday. I love it.
Okay.
It's just, I think it's all shot on an iPhone, which is, I was like, whatever.
How much money is she getting from Apple to do that? You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't the choice of camera they wanted. That's a fucking brand deal.
But I love it. It's like the Crusaders of Kindness are like fighting the...
Oh no, I already hate it then.
But it's so aware of how cheesy it is. And it's literally just like them dancing on some like moon-like, Mars-like planet in the middle of the desert kind of. And they're just dressed like, space crusaders, and that's it. And it's just a fun song, and there's no like real plot. It's just fun.
Is it on a budget?
It seems a little on a budget, but it seems like purposefully on a budget. It seems like old pop music, like when they used to making the music video.
When there would just basically be 3 backgrounds. Yes. And then it's just like, it's just you lip syncing in front of 3 different backgrounds.
Yeah,
and we're
here's your red
these.
set, here's your teal set, and here's like the all white set. Yeah.
Speaking of red set. Oh my God, we have so much. We're like celebrity gossiping out right now, but I don't care. Have you seen Britney Spears has learned what a theme is on Instagram?
Is that what it is?
I think she learned that like people do 3 photos in a row. Oh. Like she's learned what like an Instagram aesthetic is.
Wow. Okay.
So now she has a red wall she really loves.
That makes more sense to me. See, I thought it was just that she got excited about different poses of photos in the same
That's
like,
what
photo
I thought
set.
too, but I think guys, if you haven't looked at Britney Spears' Instagram lately, she has learned what a theme is. And so she's doing like 3 in a row with the same background.
Right. However, the first time, because you and our friend Jocelyn, we have a group chat that only updates on what Britney Spears is up to.
That's literally, if you look through it, it's only Britney Spears news.
For better or worse, it's just our concerns over, is she okay and what does this mean?
We throw in some dance mom gifts.
Yeah. We got to spice it up a little bit. Women supporting women.
Totally.
And it's the first one, she posted 6 in a row or something.
No, I text you guys and I go, Britney's posted 8 times in the last day. Yes. I'm concerned.
But the video that Jocelyn sent of her getting back into the dance studio, and then she literally breaks her foot at the end of the video.
You can hear her break her foot.
Wow. I mean, kudos to her for, exposing herself.
Oof. I love it.
So fascinating.
I mean, we have covered all the pop divas in the first 4 minutes of this podcast.
I mean, on top of that, everyone's been falling down in the diva industry. Oprah and Madonna have recently taken public tumbles.
Yeah.
Oprah fell, and I just opened up
at one
delisted.
of her like vision tours.
I think so.
Oh yeah, I think I saw Oprah say like, I'm a meme.
Yeah, she's
it's
great.
Like, you've been a meme since memes existed.
Yeah, you might have created memes.
Britney's learning themes. Oprah's learning memes.
Yeah, but everyone's taking tumbles, so everyone be careful.
Do you think it's that Mercury's in retrograde?
Sure.
Because it is.
Yes.
Or that like all these icons are just getting to an age where they fall.
I mean, it could be a little bit of both. I mean, I think if anything, it makes them more relatable.
Yeah.
And it actually helps their message and their profile, I think.
Have you fallen lately?
Have I fallen lately? That's
love.
Yeah, that's a great
for a prank.
That's a great
that's a lyric
title.
to It's Been a Million Years Since Our Cheers.
Yes.
Have you fallen lately?
I have not fallen lately that I can remember offhand right now.
Okay, cool.
So that's great.
You've been traveling the goddamn world.
I was in London.
We haven't caught up.
I know.
So I want to hear all of the juicy London goss.
It was so fun. There wasn't a ton of wild stuff going on.
I don't believe it.
It was, but London is London. It's just a silly little town.
You know what falls down in London?
The bridge.
The bridge.
The bridge.
The bridge did it first.
The bridge fell down.
Get in line, Oprah.
Yeah. It is so funny because I forget that England as a country.
That was a lot of noises.
Yeah, I forgot how to talk. London, and the vibe of London is very much like that's a you problem. Everything is very much like you deal with it.
Like New York style?
Even more than New York. I feel like, one, you don't hear sirens at all. I noticed when I was over there. Like, you never hear sirens. Everyone just goes about their business. And like sometimes the subways or the tubes don't work. And sometimes the trains don't work. And you just sort of kind of find out. Like there's no big giant like messaging a lot of times. And so there's
just
a lot
like deal with it. It's a deal with it city.
Yeah. And one of the big epiphanies I had this time that I noticed for myself was like the major difference between the United States and England.
Lay it on me.
Personalized vanity plates. You don't see any in London.
Oh, okay. Is it even a thing? Can you get them there?
I don't know, but I had that like when I was walking down the street, I was like, you know what you don't see? Any vanity license plates here at all. And then I landed back in the US a week after being in London, and the first one I saw was Muhaha 7.
Muhaha.
Yeah, 7. And I was like, oh, this has to be personalized.
Look, in the United Kingdom, their plates are issued by driver and vehicle licensing number. They do not approve personalized registrations if they contain words, which are offensive. Well, yeah, that's the same. We can't be like cunt 69. I tried. But I feel like, however, with the vanity plates of it all, I feel like California has to have a higher ratio because there's more narcissists.
It has to. There has to be some measurement there. There has to, because I feel like even on our way to the airport, I put on my story that I saw someone with a license plate that said Dirty 30, but like dirty, DRRRTY 30.
I love it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, this is the actual difference between people in the United States and people in London.
And especially California. Look, there's a lot of, I'm sure, fine folks who were born here, but there's a lot of people who think they're the shit in their small town or city and move here. And those are the type of people that would get a personalized license plate.
Yeah, it kind of blew my mind. I was like, yeah, this is very fun. One of the fun things I did see, we did a lot of walking every day. Obviously, the weather was actually so nice over there.
Isn't it so great when you're traveling somewhere and you look at your steps on your phone at the end of the day and you're like, I'm a god.
We were walking 6 miles a day on average. I kept looking at my comparison to 2019 and I was like, eat shit 2019, Grace.
Ooh,
look at me go.
Oh god, the average steps thing. It's like, I'm us. Am I a caterpillar?
Yeah. Why is my phone not more concerned about me?
Yes.
But we walked into St. Paul's Cathedral one day. Beautiful.
Were you struck by lightning?
I know. I burned into flames as soon as I walked in. But I did walk in and there was an actual like service or mass going on and you can kind of observe and walk through and like people were sitting and I was like, this is very like solemn and respectful. And I realized I was wearing like a beanie, and I took it off because I was like, oh gosh, but
Yep.
no one was trying to like tell me to do that. But I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry, church, and all the religious stuff
If you
around.
tell me you found God on this trip, I'm
No.
gonna flip this fucking table.
No, but I turned around and I was like, oh God, I'm embarrassed that I've just been walking around with my hat on. And then I turned around and I saw a girl that was lighting a prayer candle, and she had a Pray for Tupac backpack on.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
that girl.
And she
came
just
here.
lit a spliff off the prayer candle.
Oh, I loved it. She, really, really, truly I was like, yep, I want to follow her around and hear her religious beliefs
Yeah,
and what
what's
she's
her
praying
deal?
for. I heard these two girls talking in a coffee shop, and it was like an American girl and a British girl, and they were clearly like probably college age, and they were having like a friend date, but one of them seemed a little bit more superficial than the other one, and the other one was trying to like contribute to the conversation. And at one point I just heard the American girl, who was a little bit more superficial, I just hear her go, in high school my type was Asian and now my type is Dutch. And the friend just goes, the friend's like, oh yeah, I like guys that have a rich sense of where they've grown up. And
Whoa.
this girl's trying to contribute in like a really thoughtful way, and she just cuts her off and goes, I'm also so funny. I need a guy that's funny because I am hilarious.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this me?
I was like, listen, and the friend was like, yeah, you are really funny. And I was just like, oh
no.
You girls. But I just love the phrase that when I was in high school, my type was Asian, and now my type is Dutch.
She took a turn.
Yeah, she studied abroad for a couple weeks, and now her type is Dutch.
Whose type is Dutch who isn't already Dutch?
I don't know.
No, I'm not fucking with the Dutch. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just saying like, well, I guess you run into more Dutch if you're in London.
I guess.
If I was like, I'm into the Dutch here in LA, I'd be fucked.
What would that
Or
mean?
I wouldn't get fucked.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even understand what that means.
Yeah, you're in a bar and you're like, do I hear the clomping of wooden shoes entering the bar? Ladies, hands off, he's mine.
I know. You didn't even have to come up. I heard you when you walked in.
Those are some big wooden shoes you have.
I know. I was just trying to imagine. I'm like, how do you discover that your type is Dutch?
Oh, I've got 2 lips for you.
Get it.
Nailed it. Oh, she likes going Dutch on dates.
What does that mean?
That means you split the bill.
Oh, that's what that means, going
Yeah,
Dutch?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know
there
where
are-
that comes from.
Dutch is crazy because then there's also the phrase Dutch ovening yourself.
Wait, I don't know if the for yourself is a part of it.
Oh, you're Dutch ovening, but you can also Dutch oven yourself if you're like in bed and just farting.
I think that
You're farting under the blanket.
the origin of the Dutch oven is to do it to someone else.
Oh,
you're
okay.
not like trapping yourself in your farts.
Oh, then I guess I've been really nice to everyone in my life then.
Well, no, I've never
That's
Dutch
my-
oven someone, but like
That's my form of self-sabotage, is Dutch ovening
you
myself.
can avoid it. Like you're aware of it. It's if someone did it to you, you'd be Dutch oven.
Okay.
You don't have to put the lid on.
Oh, I guess I just respect my house too much. I respect Goose too much to do that to her.
So Chip, for Christmas, when he got me all those beautiful La Crucettes, one of them is a Dutch oven, and like
What is it?
it's like a cast iron pot with a heavy lid.
With a lid,
so you can
okay.
do like an all day long like
So like a slow cooker.
Yeah, it's like the original crock pot.
Okay.
But it's just so funny because I will never not think of farts in a blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I worked at Sur La Table, like that's a fancy fucking Dutch oven,
Yeah.
and all I think is farts.
Farts. Yeah, you're just
Like every time I
trapping
open
farts.
the lid to see how the roast is doing, I think I'm going to be hit with a fart.
How did they even like initiate that phrase? Who connected the dots there?
I don't know.
We're talking about HelloFresh today. They're supporting today's episode. And if you guys know me, which hopefully by now you know too much about me, you know I love HelloFresh. I make videos with them on my YouTube channel. They're a tried, true, trusted brand that I can back because they support me. We support them. Their recipes are delicious. You can break out of your dinner rut with HelloFresh's 22+ seasonal chef-curated recipes each week. Oh, I guess I should tell you that they're America's #1 meal kit. You should know that by now. They also help you save time and stress effortlessly. They have Basically, you can get your dinner on the table in about 30 minutes. Maybe a little bit more if you're like me. You like to take your time. Either way, it's super easy. 20 minutes with their quick recipe options. Look at you go. And they can help you eat more sustainably. HelloFresh has pre-portioned ingredients, which means that there's less prep and less food waste. I want less waste all the way around. And they have flexible recipes that fit your style. You can easily change your delivery days or food preferences, or you can skip a week whenever you need. They got you covered. And now you guys can go to HelloFresh.com/TMGW10 and use code TMGW10 for 10 free meals, including free shipping. 10 free meals by going to HelloFresh.com/TMGW10. Use the code TMGW10, 10 free meals.
Once again, we are so lucky to have Native sponsoring our podcast this week. I am absolutely obsessed with this brand. I have been using their deodorant ever since it was introduced to me to advertise on this show. I've been using it ever since. You know why I love it? Well, because it doesn't contain aluminum. Aluminum can form a plug in your sweat glands. How gross does that sound? That actually keeps you from sweating. Yikes. But Native deodorant is made without aluminum, so you can feel better about what you're putting on your body. It's safe. There's no parabens, no talc. It's vegan and never tested on animals. Instead, it has ingredients you actually understand, like coconut oil and shea butter, and it smells friggin' delicious. I use the cucumber and mint, but there's also coconut and vanilla, they're most popular, lavender and rose, and eucalyptus and mint. Plus, very pumped about this, they're bringing back their toothpaste, y'all. I know what you're saying. Natural toothpaste, they don't get the job done, right? They're gritty, there's not a lot of foam. Well, not Native's brand. Native toothpaste uses a special blend of naturally derived cleansers, flavors, and whiteners to deliver a great brushing experience. And it's gonna come in 2 different flavors. There is whitening wild mint and peppermint oil, and detoxifying charcoal with mint. So not only can your underarms be smelling good, but so can your mouth. And here's a feel good thing from my mouth. We're giving you a special offer. If you use the promo code TMGW20, you will get 20% off your first purchase at nativedeodorant.com. That is nativedeodorant.com, and use the code TMGW20 to get 20% off your first purchase. I'm telling you, go try it, give it a shot. Your friends who have to smell you will thank you. I felt like I was in a Dutch oven earlier this week.
What happened?
My gym finally got the sauna fixed.
Oh, good for them.
I've been spending cash money left and right to go sweat without effort. And finally, it was like broken for a couple years, but also looked shitty.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where I was like, this looks like it's not going to get hot enough. And like, I'm not going to waste my time in there if I'm not going to be drenched.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to go near a shitty looking sauna.
No.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous.
And with the way the germs are nowadays.
No, thank you. I need a microbial wooden sauna. I know all about them because I went to the headquarters of Sauna Mate. I forgot to tell that story on here.
Wait, where is their headquarters?
In
where are their headquarters?
like Torrance, California, like near.
Okay.
I went. It was a whole. We'll save that for a later date. I was trying to get a free sauna, y'all. They said they'd cut me a deal, but goddamn, they're pricey.
Yeah, you say this as I'm looking at you, and behind you are these 2 giant motorized bikes that you have on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll talk about those later. So anyway, they finally fixed my sauna. My sauna.
Yes. Okay. You can see where
my
this
sauna. But anyway, but it's small, and now it's when you open the door, it's like, first of all, you're hit with the heat,
right,
like a Dutch oven.
Yeah.
But also you run the risk of being in there with someone else.
Oh, so you have to. Oh gosh, see, I can't. I wouldn't.
So now, it's not a sauna that has like one of the little windows, so you can't like.
Oh, so you can't see in. So
you are opening the door, and like if there's someone in there, you have to go in, and it's like, do you make convo?
Right.
And if there's
because what's the alternative? You open it, you see,
and then you be like,
close
nope.
the door.
I know, and then you look rude.
You look rude, but also maybe that person's like, thank God.
Well, I went in there. The first couple times it was empty. Thank God.
Yeah.
Second time it was this woman, but she was like so covered in sweat and she had her shoes on, and I was like, who?
Oh.
She said she likes to go in there and warm up before she works out, and I was like, that's crazy.
So she goes and creates an intense sweat and then gets on a machine.
Yes. I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Interesting.
So I get in there. She's listening to music without headphones, right?
Oh, okay. So she's established her spot.
But I do the Uber, and that I go like, she starts turning down. I'm like, no, listen to it. I don't care. Because I'd rather her be listening to music than trying to talk to me.
Yes, of course.
She turned it off. Monica had things to say.
Oh boy. She was just waiting for someone. She had been in there for 2 hours just waiting.
She was in there. I was in there with her for 5 minutes and I learned everything about her.
What?
She's getting married. She's trying to lose this weight, like everything she had tried, like what her mother-in-law is like everything. And meanwhile, it's like, you don't want to talk to someone on normally. Put it in 140 degrees.
Wow. Yeah. That is, she's sweating out all the toxins and all of her feelings.
It was crazy. Finally, she overheats and leaves. I'm like, I can't do this. There's another woman in the locker room. I'm in the sauna for 25 minutes. She talks to her the whole 20 minutes.
Wait.
An absolute stranger. Yes.
Wow.
They're talking about periods. They're talking about everything. I don't think Monica works out.
I know. Monica seems to have a cover story for why she's just lingering, waiting for friendships.
I think she gets sweaty, talks people's ears off, bitches about her fiance and mother-in-law, and then goes home and looks like she worked out.
Yeah. Or she goes, oh, well, it's been 2 hours.
Ran out of time.
I got to go home.
Ran out of time.
I got to go work on our seating chart.
Oh, Monica.
What a sweetheart.
What a sweetheart.
What a sweetheart.
I saw the weirdest shirt this week.
What?
Well, I was walking Beans through Silver Lake because I was going to get my oil changed. And like that.
I was like, these are details.
Silver Lake is known for getting
Do we
oil
need
changes.
that detail? But great.
But
Good for you.
But I knew I was going to be
brag.
walking around a hipster neighborhood, so I put Beans in a flannel. She was a goddamn hit.
Yeah, you assimilated her.
She was a hit. But anyway, I'm walking down the street and I see this guy and he has like a smiley face shirt on, but it's upside down and there's like something on the smiley face. I'm like, what's going on there? And his shirt says, if I want your opinion, I'll remove the duct tape.
Ooh.
What?
No.
What?
Thank you.
What? I mean, do you wear that shirt just so people will avoid you?
Right. Also, who designed and made that shirt? Is that like he went on Zazzle and made his own? And also,
or are you just saying like, I'm crazy, don't talk to me?
Yeah.
Or do you really think that's like a shirt one should wear in public?
Wow, that's a very aggressive and specific choice.
I hated it.
Yeah.
That was all to say Grace and I are working on merch and it's coming very soon.
Yes, we are working on merch and it'll be much more human friendly.
Yes, it'll be great.
There will be no insinuations of kidnapping.
Of torture. Yes. Sorry. Just a mid podcast plug, but wasn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
But it did. I think if I had that shirt, maybe Monica would have shut up.
Yeah. Or Monica would have taken it as a challenge.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's true.
Why? Is it a reference?
But I appreciated like, hey, if you're an absolute insane person, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, like you've saved me time on, you know.
It's not like a gradual learning of like, hey, how are you? I'm good. And then like a slow roll crazy. And then me being like, I got to get out of here. Like I knew out of the gate.
Well,
Don't fucks with this guy.
Odd segue, but speaking of torture.
Oh, great.
We went to Stonehenge while we were in London.
Okay, I was going to say.
It was so cool.
Grace Helbig, did you get Stonehenge?
No.
Were you high at Stonehenge?
I was not. But that would have been great. Shoulda, woulda, next time will. It was beautiful. Hannah had recommended it. I didn't realize it was like an hour and a half outside.
Oh, really?
You take a train, hour and a half, beautiful ride.
Wow.
You get there, you take a little bus. But on the bus, because you go to like Salisbury, which is like the closest town to
great
it.
Great steaks.
Love their steaks. I had them all throughout my childhood in that little...
What is a Salisbury steak? Is it a steak with gravy?
It's something my mom loved to pick up from Aldi's and then put in a microwave for 30 seconds. And yeah, it's a steak with gravy, but it's basically...
Is it breaded like a country fried steak?
No, the ones that we got were in like a little like paper plate looking thing, and you put it in the microwave, and it reminds me of the same texture. It's like if a car ran over like a veggie burger patty.
Oh,
that's what ours tasted like growing up.
I just saw it's ground beef.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a glorified hamburger.
Yeah, except it's worse. I feel like at least that's my childhood memories of it. I don't think kids go to favorite food growing up is Salisbury steak.
No, a hamburger with mushroom gravy.
Yeah. So your worst nightmare.
Well, it's created by J.H. Salisbury.
Good for him. Good for him.
What? Yeah. The inventor. He was an American physician and inventor of the Salisbury steak.
He's a consummate bachelor, and he discovered this amazing...
He discovered, you know what? I know how to make a hamburger. Not that impressive for the ladies.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw some gravy on it.
You know what? Steaks are great on the grill, but what if you put them in a microwave?
What if you ground them up and ran over them with a car? Okay, so, sorry, you're in Salisbury, heading to Stonehenge.
And on Salisbury, I guess, is this very old town, and so on the bus to Stonehenge...
Everything's fucking old there.
Everything is old and beautiful. Yeah. But you can listen to this little audio tour that gives you...
I love these.
A little tidbits about the town as you drive through it. And all of a sudden, and I'm kind of listening, but like looking around, and then all of a sudden I hear in the little audio tour that, we were going through this town called Old Sarum, and the woman's...
Wait, Sarum. I had to read a book in high school that was called Sarum, and it was like 1,000 pages, and I think it was about that town.
Well, I heard a little bit about it.
It sucked.
Yeah. Well, this woman who's got this insanely pleasant, calm voice that's reading this audio tour, she's like, and to your right is where they had the public executions. The last one was in 1805. This guy named... I don't forget his name. He was found guilty of the murder of Anne something or other. The gallows were set up at dawn in this very spot, the center of town, and they launched him into oblivion.
What?
And then it says
they launched him into oblivion.
And then they said, even though the gallows, I don't understand it. And then because Elliot and I are just looking at each other, being like, "Are you fucking hearing this?
This is real."
And then it says he had a previous wound on his body, which reopened on impact, spraying the onlookers in the front row. Yeah, that was the little tidbit on this audio tour.
Holy shit, it sounds like a Guar concert.
Yeah, it was insane. I was like, they're telling me that this guy got watermelon Gallagher'd in the front row of these people that came down at dawn to watch this execution.
Well, okay, two things.
Yep.
Second of all, if you're the kind of motherfucker who gets up early to go watch a torture, you deserved the Shamu spray.
It was all confusing. I wish I could pause and rewind and hear it again, because they said gallows, which I thought he was being hung, but then they said he was flung into oblivion, and I was like, wait a minute. So did they use, what are those devices that, you know...
a catapult.
A catapult? I was
that seems very Salisbury Sarum, whatever.
Right. And also, if you're using a catapult, I guess I understand why people in 1805 are like, we gotta go see the catapult this morning.
Yeah, I would wake up to see the catapult. I would.
It's basically like, you know, Wipeout, but way worse.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, flung into oblivion. Flung into oblivion.
It sounds like an alt slogan for the fucking guy from Toy Story. To infinity and beyond.
To oblivion and beyond.
It's like, I'll fling you to oblivion.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's...
And then the rest of it was all like very pleasant.
Beautiful.
And it was, you know, a 15, 20 minute ride, and that was part of it. And I was like, all right, show me the old rocks now. I want to...
Yes.
But also the one thing I just love about Stonehenge so much is that there's all of this information about it, and there's all of this...
How did they do it?
No one knows. That's the thing. Everyone's like, we don't know why it's here or how it got here. And it's still like the underlying, everyone else has all these theories about it.
Right.
Has all
like,
these,
do they know how old it is?
It's like, you know, it predates Christ, basically. It's crazy. And it's also directly next to a highway.
Okay, that's what I was wondering too, because you see all these pictures of like the Egyptian, like the Sphinx, like the Egyptian pyramids, and then once you pan out, it's like, oh, it's a quarter of a mile from a Burger King.
Yeah,
you know, like you're working the angles.
Yeah, there were
like a fisheye lens.
People had like sent me messages being like, yeah, that's my morning commute. Like I drive past that every day, and apparently the road is probably like 100 yards from, you know, the stones. But we heard from from a friend that like that road actually had to get moved further away because it was really, really close to it to begin to it.
Rattling the stones.
It was rattling the stones. It was amazing though. They were beautiful. It was so, and we had such the most beautiful day there seeing it. It was so cool.
The grass looked real green. Y'all looked real happy.
And there's just all these sheep everywhere around it, just chilling. You're like, yeah, this is picturesque.
So does someone own Stonehenge?
I don't really know.
Does it just belong to England? Or like, was someone like, yeah, I'll buy this property. Holy fuck. What are these stones?
What are these? And there's all these theories too that like, years and years ago when they found them that they were knocked down and they've been like reset up like that. So who knows? Lots of question marks around it. But I also love that everyone's kind of like, yeah, go for it. Go look at it. You know, do whatever. Here's information if you want to see it. It's a very like low key, like this is a you problem. This is a you
There's
time.
not a lot to do in England.
No, it's great. it's wonderful.
It's very small in comparison to the U.S. They don't have all the national parks and stuff.
Oh, I loved it. Today we have support from one of my favorite companies. I'm talking about Third Love. Are you looking for bras? They do bras differently. They believe that every woman deserves to feel comfortable and confident every day. True, true. With the right kind of support, they help to do this. They have bras that are designed to fit you, not the other way around. They have over 80 bra sizes. They design with measurements from millions of women, so their bra styles are made to fit your life. They know that there's only one size that matters to you, though, amongst the 80 that they have. They also make bras that you can believe in because every bra is backed by their perfect fit promise. Listen to this. You get 60 days, 2 months to wash it, wear it, and if you don't love it, you can return it for free. Free, free. And they have premium details. Every bra is made for your comfort. They have memory foam cups, no slip straps, and smooth scratch-free bands with a printed label. No tags. No tags here, people. They believe in giving back, so they donate all of their gently used bras to women in need. This is a great company. I love their bras. As a girl that, you know, really, I want comfort over fashion in every sense of the word, so I usually only wear sports bras. I will tell you, Third Love bras are the most comfortable bras I've ever tried. You can take their Fit Finder quiz. It's super easy. A couple simple questions. Takes 60 seconds. Over 15 million women have taken the quiz to date. And like I said, you get 60 days to wear this bra, wash it, and if you don't like it, give it back to them, and they'll donate it to a woman in need. It's a win-win situation all the way around. So far, they've donated over $15 million in bras, so you can feel good about feeling good. Third Love knows that there's a perfect bra for everyone, so right now they're offering you guys 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/TMGW to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/TMGW for 15% off today.
I had a bit of a comeback story.
A comeback story?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little vindication.
Oh, what happened?
Okay. So, you know, Chip is on the road all the time. Mm-hmm. I enjoy staying in on a weekend.
Oh,
I
me
would
too.
rather go get dinner and drinks with friends during the week.
Yep.
And then stay in on a Friday night, right?
I'm with you.
So on the reg, I will go to the grocery store and just so happens to be that I end up just buying like wine, low calorie ice cream, and dog food. Like, I mean, for some reason, they all happen at once on a Friday night.
That's the sign of a woman thriving.
Yes, thank you. Or a Kathy comic come to life. So I'll be at like Vaughn's or whatever the grocery store is, and I'll get those things. But since it's Friday night, it's always like there's the girl working the same shift. Yeah. So she's always checking me out. So this woman must think that I'm like the saddest soul of all time, right? So I'm like, yeah, another crazy, and I'll say something like another crazy Friday, you know, like to really try to lay it on there, like
you're Monica-ing her.
Yes, so sad, so sad. So anyway, when you came over a couple weeks ago and I made us pancakes, I was leaving from us having Sunday pancakes to me going to see Chip. Right. So before you got there, I went to the grocery store on a Sunday morning and the same woman was there at the checkout and all I had was stuff for breakfast and lube. So
she's like,
and she literally gave me a nod. I was like, yeah, bitch, I'm not just a loser.
That's amazing.
I was like, I mean, I specifically seeked out her aisle. Yeah. I was like, I need this girl to know.
I needed her to know that my Friday nights have been paying off on Sunday mornings.
On Sunday morning, sweetheart, the dog is fed and so is the pussy.
Oh, God. Amazing.
Oh, speaking of dogs and pussies,
yeah,
we went to a dog show. Girl, I have been to 2 dog events since you've been gone.
I know. I saw that you went to the Creative Grooming Expo.
I went to a Creative Grooming Expo in Pasadena.
That looked so fun.
Oh my God. I was so excited because they had like classes.
Oh yeah.
There was literally a class called How to Make Your Poodle Not Look Like a Poodle.
Amazing.
With like demonstrations, right?
Were any of the people from that well-groomed doc in
there?
There
were a couple there.
Cool.
But so I go, I'm so excited. I'm like, yeah, let me go people watch. I get to the front. I'm like, hi, one person.
Yeah.
They're like, sure. And what's the name of your grooming business?
Oh.
And I was like, huh? And she was like, this is a groomer only event.
Wow.
And I was like, what? And I was like, can I just pay? She goes, no, you have to be a groomer. And I just kind of, there were people behind me in line.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you're making a scene.
I was like, I refuse to leave.
Yeah.
So I was like, what do I started to say like, I almost said, well, can I just tell you I'm a groomer? You know what I mean? But then I was like, but then I can't out myself. And then she goes like, no, well, absolutely. Now I know you're lying. Right. So I was just like, oh man. And just like looked bummed. And then I went, oh, I was going to talk about this on my podcast.
Oh no.
I say that. I'm fully just like, hit rock bottom. She goes, oh, really? And I go, yeah. And she goes, what's the name of it? And I go, it's called This Might Get Weird. And she goes, oh, well then I guess technically you're press. And I go, yeah, I'm press. Like I was going to come here as press.
Yeah.
So I don't need a free pass, but yes, I'm press. And she was like, oh, okay, here you go. Lets me in for free.
Wow. You did it.
I don't know if anyone had to pay, but still like the fact that I got in as press.
Wow. So, and you're doing your job. You're talking about it on the podcast.
I am right now.
Yeah.
But it was so crazy because then you go in the convention center and it's packed. Like I've been to a tattoo convention there. I've been to a sci-fi convention there. And then looking around and being like, everyone here is a dog groomer.
Wow.
They had live dog grooming like on stage.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
demonstrations.
Yeah, and then they had all the crazy shit you could buy, like all the different dog, dog friendly hair dyes, eyelashes,
the bedazzler jewel sets.
So much bedazzling. I'm like, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna like just try to be low key. First thing, someone goes, "Hi, Mamrie." I was like, oh fuck, here we go. There was a woman who I saw had like a huge arm tattoo that was her grooming a dog.
Amazing.
Like it takes, first of all, that's a huge choice. But second of all, getting a tattoo of yourself is a bold move.
Super bold, but also she gets into every convention for free. She just shows her arm.
She's like, I'm
you
clearly
think I don't
groomer.
groom dogs?
Yeah,
Look at my bicep.
Excuse me, bitch. So it was really cool, but I was mad because I couldn't go into the classes.
Oh,
like I didn't want to press my luck because I was literally a press. I didn't want to then go in and then be like, where are you from? And we have to be like, Toodles Cuts on La Brea.
Yeah. In hind leg sight.
Right?
I don't know.
Exactly. Next time we will have all the different groom.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I wish that looked so fun. Yeah, we went to what was the one?
The Beverly Hills Dog Show, which is not aptly named because it was in Pomona, which is an hour outside east of Los Angeles.
Yes, but it was so fun. I had no idea what to expect. We were also we had come back from London like a day before, so we were just like, and Elliot he got honestly emotional when he walked in the door because, he comes from that background and he worked as a vet tech. And so he's like, I didn't know what to expect and I am overwhelmed right now.
Well, you don't realize that like you're about to see, like, let's say, what's the goddamn dog? The Cavalier. What, the one that's like the floppy ear?
Yeah.
Charlotte had it on Sex and the City.
Yeah, the one that's
King Charles Cavalier.
Lady from Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, so cute. You don't realize that you're going to turn a corner and there's going to be 25 of them.
Oh my God.
It looks like they got put in a multiplicity machine that just cranks these out.
Oh, we walked into the area where they're like grooming all their dogs before they go into the competition arena, and we just walked down and there's just like 5 identical beagles on little tables all being groomed, but I couldn't tell any of them apart, but they all looked beautiful. It was also one of those events where every time you saw a stroller, you were like, dog or baby, what's in it? And it was mostly dogs.
I was so disappointed when there was a baby. I was like, oh, let me see. Oh,
it's also
it's a child.
It was so casual, and I walked in and I had nothing but insane respect for these performers that I kept being like, Elliot, move, they're up next. They have to go in that ring right there. Don't look at them. And he's like wanting to touch all of them and pet all of them.
But you can't because they
have concentration.
Well, they also have every single hair in place.
Yes, exactly.
I know. I took a video of a girl. You know, everyone is wearing like a flashy Talbot's. Like power suit.
Yes.
Like the suit that like people wore on homecoming court.
Yeah. Well, mine didn't.
Oh, we always had to do suits.
Oh, no. We
had
none
suits
of that.
with skirts.
Wow, really?
Yes. I wore gloves one year. I went crazy.
This is like what you would wear to like debate club.
Okay, yeah. But then they have like a sleek pulled back bun.
Yes.
And I saw girls, I guess maybe it's a new trend,
the comb,
keeping the comb in their hair. And I was like, man, that bitch does not want to ruin her hair. And then I was like, oh no, that's emergency comb for their little feet right before they take them out for a run.
They were doing that. They would have them in the ring, and you know the judge looks at them one by one, but they're all lined up. And while they're lined up, girls are just taking their combs out, brushing the ears a little bit, comb back in their hair, and it really
is a whole culture you don't realize.
It was. I overheard a girl go, "I'm wearing the same suit as yesterday. I never do that, so maybe you can take her this time." And I was like,
"Oh my god,
wow!"
I did see a woman do the little like it's like a elongated like speed walk trot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? When they show them, depending on the gait of said dog.
Yes.
And I saw a woman eat it.
Oh no!
I know, and I felt so bad. I mean, and you know me, I was like, oh no, and especially because she had on like the power suit, so like falling in a skirt, and it was just like, oh, get up, girl, get up, girl,
you can do it.
She did it, but it was really fun. There was also a cookie convention happening at the same fairplex or whatnot. We went over. It cost $20 to get in. We were like, we just wanted to do one lap, but when we pulled up to parking, first of all, there was a car show that was ending. So Chip was seeing all these, you know, like VW vans and trucks leaving. I was like, what the fuck? We pull up and I'm like, hi, we're here for the dog show. And the man is like, okay, it's $12 for parking. And for some reason, I thought he said like, you pay over there. And I was like, okay. And he goes, wait, for the dog show or the cookie convention? And I went, there's a cookie convention. Like I freaked out. And he's like, yeah. And then I thought we were supposed to park over there. So I basically kept driving and he was like, whoa, ma'am, you gotta pay. And Chip is like wants to evaporate. He's so embarrassed.
Amazing.
But no, but I was like, damn.
Well, that's what
cookie convention.
We went up and Elliot was driving and he was like, we're here for the dog convention, and the woman was like, the competition? Yeah. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, competition. I was like, how dare you?
How dare you?
This is respectful. Be respectful.
We did see, do you know the breed, the Weinereimers? Mm-hmm. Which is just a really fun word to say.
It's a great name.
So fun. But we saw a Weinereimer. We saw a Weinereimer and I was like, Chip, do you remember those calendars from the 90s? And he was like, where Weinereimers would be dressed in human clothes?
Yes. Oh my God.
Like, when's the last time you thought about that? Like,
yeah,
there's this artist who puts Weinereimers in human clothes and would make calendars of it. Why was that a thing?
It was a great thing, though.
It was a great thing, but I guess the famous artist's name is William Wegman. Look up William Wegman. Like, first of all, how do you go, you know what, my life's work is putting Weinereimers in wigs.
They're perfect though, because the expression of the Weinereimer as it's dressed as like a Wall Street businessman just looks so like that's what the soul of a businessman looks like. It just looks depressed.
Is a depressed Weinereimer?
Yeah.
It's so funny because Chip described it perfectly. I was like, yeah, those Weinereimer calendar. I've never said that word so much in my life. That looks like, and he goes, yeah, they just be like, sitting at a dinner table. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
They're like American Gothic. I think there is one of them dressed as American Gothic.
Oh, it for sure popped up as like the third pick.
Oh, they're so great.
Yeah, bring back Weinereimers dressed in clothes.
Can I tell you before we end up wrapping everything up?
Yeah,
that
please.
I had my I had a first happened to me before going to this dog show. So I'm nervous. We woke up Sunday morning, and honestly, jet lag has worked in our favor coming back. Like somehow we hacked the system, and now we've been waking up at like 7 a.m. Full night's sleep.
That's such a beautiful moment in time when that happens. But I will say, I apologize. When you guys got to the dog show, we like immediately left.
Oh no, it was fine.
But we'd been there like an hour and a half, and both times I'm like, oh right, I'm allergic to dogs.
Yeah.
Like I went to a grooming expo and I was like, why do I have a throbbing headache? Oh, because I came to a convention that's essentially dog fur flying everywhere.
Exactly.
So,
but I had woken up Sunday morning and felt great. Shocked that I felt great. Was like totally prepped to have it like feel like shit and not know what day or time it is. I was like sitting outside. Elliot was working on something and I was like, I'm gonna meditate this morning.
Ooh,
I'm
get it, girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a great Sunday before we go see these dogs. And then I get a text from a number that I don't know, and I just see when it comes up, I can read the message.
Is it someone telling you to vote for Bloomberg?
No, thank God. It says, hey Charlotte, last night was great, can't wait to see you again. And then like a smiley face with like the scrunched eyes, and then the monkey with the eyes covered.
Oh no!
And then I click to open the text to see what it is.
Oh my God, it's a huge black dong.
It's a huge black dick pic.
Oh, that dick is huge.
It's sent to me.
Oh my God.
Sunday at 8:35 a.m.
Wait, do you think this is a prank? Or do you think someone legit...
I think Charlotte legit gave whoever this is the wrong phone number. And
Charlotte,
I immediately blocked the number because I showed it to Elliot and he goes, wow, that's big. I was like,
okay.
I got my first unsolicited dick pic sent to me.
Hold on. Okay, I have so many questions.
Yeah.
But part of me feels like this is a joke. This is a prank. And I feel like you could solve if it's a prank if you Google image big black dick and that was one of the pics on the first page. Right. But that's a risky Google image.
But it's also sent. It's sent. I know, exactly. It's sent.
I'm so scared.
I was too. I was like, in my head being like, I feel great. I'm going to meditate. Who's this? Holy fucking shit. It was so much.
I love that you were going to meditate.
I was in such a zen mode. And then it got sent, and I was like, wow, this is sent at 8:30 on the West Coast.
Like Charlotte was like, I gotta leave. I'm too sore for morning sex.
Oh my God. If Charlotte, but assuming my number's an East Coast number, so I'm like, even if she gave him a fake East Coast number,
it's 11.
It's still 11:30 there. Like
the follow-up with a dick pic is a bold move.
A bold move. I know how sometimes you send like pictures
like
the
a
next
cute,
day
like
of a
I'm so hungover, like a little wave from the coffee shop cutie.
Or like a selfie of the two of you together, be like, remember my number, like last night was so fun or something. But this is a whole other level.
Wait, you got it. Will you respond?
I blocked the number, and so I was nervous.
It.
What do I say?
Send a gift that has nothing to do with that.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Because then we can end on a cliffhanger to be continued.
Okay.
Send like a gif of
like Abby Lee Miller,
like Abby Lee Miller, or like what's his face from The Office going, thank you.
Oh wait,
but send Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David, pretty good.
Wait, my gifs aren't working on here. Wait, I know that's so good, but now it won't let me send a GIF. It won't open my GIF keyboard.
No. Open a tenor, GIF keyboard, any of them.
I'm trying.
What about Google image a picture of pretty good.
Okay, hold on, guys, stick with this. Pretty good GIF. Go, please load. Okay, here's Larry David. He's looking great. I need this to load. Okay, save image. Now let's go into this.
You got this, Granny. You got this.
Oh my God. Wait. Why won't it? It won't show me my saved image. Why is this?
Oh my God! I'm stalling. I'm vamping. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm dancing.
Copy image.
Okay.
Wait, I don't want to send it to the wrong person.
No, don't.
Pretty. Wait, it won't. God damn it. Why is this? It's like the universe doesn't want me to respond
I think
to
the
this.
universe does want you to. I think he's just being a funny gal, that universe.
Okay, I'm trying to save another one.
Because it doesn't even have to be a GIF. It could just be a still image of him saying it.
Okay.
If we had to.
If we had to. My phone just has terrible reception
your
back here.
phone's been slow lately.
Yeah, my phone. I was just saying it's not.
I cannot believe.
Oh, there we go. Okay, pretty good.
Okay, send.
Oh, I just sent it. Oh my God, I just sent it. Oh my God, I just sent it. Oh my God.
Does he have his reds on?
It's going. It's still in the process of sending.
Oh my God, you guys! I think we end it here. I think we touch base.
I'm like breaking out in hives. I'm getting so nervous right now. I have a whole hot flash. This must have been how Charlotte felt
totally. Oh, you guys.
Okay, wow.
Okay, let's just end it here. Okay, that got weird.
We gotta end it here, but we have to let you know we're doing shows in Cincinnati and Nashville, April 16th and 17th.
No, 15th and 16th.
15th in Cincinnati
the 15th, Nashville the 16th. We will be there soon. We are so excited.
There might be follow-ups on those live shows to this new
Absolutely. Be sure to go to patreon.com/this might get weird, where Grace and I put up little blog posts, and we have live streams, and we have a bonus podcast every month.
Yes.
Oh my
God.
Lots
of stuff going on.
I'm exhausted.
Me too. Okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, this got weird.
This might get weird.